Hey everyone, welcome back to Fluent Vibe Podcast, the place where psychology, emotions, and self-growth become honest conversations. I'm Riya, and tonight's episode is for everyone who suddenly forgets how to speak English during conversations, even when they know the words internally.
Hey everyone, Ethan here. And honestly, this experience is much more common than people realize.
Because so many people understand English perfectly while listening, but suddenly freeze while speaking.
The mind goes blank, the heartbeats get faster, simple words disappear completely.
Honestly, afterward, people replay the conversation again and again mentally.
Thinking, why couldn't I speak normally?
And honestly, that feeling can feel deeply frustrating, especially when you know the answer internally, but your brain refuses to cooperate externally.
But tonight, we're going deeper into the psychology behind this freezing response, because this problem is not always about intelligence, vocabulary, or grammar.
Sometimes it's your nervous system reacting emotionally.
And once you understand why the brain freezes, you stop blaming yourself so harshly.
So relax. Take one slow breath with us, and let's begin together.
First, let's understand something important psychologically. Your brain has different systems working at the same time during conversations.
One system handles language, another handles emotions, another watches for danger socially.
And during stressful English conversations, those systems sometimes collide internally.
Especially if you already struggle with anxiety or overthinking.
When the brain senses possible embarrassment, it activates survival responses automatically.
Even if the danger is only speaking English.
That's why your body reacts physically too sometimes. Fast heartbeat, sweaty hands, dry throat, shaky voice.
And suddenly, your brain stops accessing words smoothly.
That freezing feeling is actually connected to the nervous system.
Your brain thinks social embarrassment might threaten emotional safety.
So instead of focusing on communication, the brain shifts into self-protection mode.
Which explains why simple vocabulary disappears temporarily under pressure.
Honestly, sometimes people forget words they've known for years.
And later, when the conversation ends, the words suddenly return.
That happens because anxiety interrupts memory retrieval temporarily.
Another huge reason brains freeze during English conversations is overthinking.
Especially for introverts and socially anxious people.
Many people mentally monitor themselves constantly while speaking.
How do I sound? Was that grammar correct? Do I look nervous?
And while the brain is busy judging itself internally, the conversation continues externally.
That creates mental overload.
The brain becomes trapped between communication and self-judgment.
Which creates hesitation naturally.
And hesitation increases anxiety emotionally.
Then anxiety increases freezing again.
It becomes a psychological cycle.
Another hidden reason is perfectionism.
Honestly, many English learners secretly believe they must sound perfect before speaking confidently.
Perfect grammar, perfect pronunciation, perfect fluency.
But real conversations are naturally imperfect. People pause constantly, forget words, correct themselves.
Even native speakers do that every single day.
But anxious minds treat mistakes like emotional danger.
That fear alone is enough to block natural speaking sometimes.
The brain starts thinking, if I make a mistake, people will judge me.
That fear alone is enough to block natural speaking sometimes.
Another important reason brains freeze is mental translation.
Many learners first think in their native language, then translate into English mentally.
That process slows conversation speed dramatically, especially during fast social interactions.
While others continue speaking naturally, the brain is still translating internally.
And suddenly, panic appears because the conversation moves ahead too quickly.
That panic creates even more mental pressure.
Another huge factor is fear of judgment.
Humans naturally fear social rejection psychologically.
And language mistakes can feel emotionally exposing.
Especially if someone laughed at your English before.
The brain remembers emotional embarrassment deeply.
Sometimes one humiliating classroom experience affects confidence for years.
That's why some people freeze instantly during public speaking or group conversations. Their nervous system remembers old emotional pain.
and tries to protect them from future embarrassment.
Another word is reason is social pressure itself.
Talking casually alone feels easy sometimes,
But speaking in front of people feels completely different emotionally.
because attention creates pressure psychologically,
The brain suddenly becomes hyper-aware of every word.
and hyper-awareness destroys natural flow sometimes.
Another hidden struggle is comparing yourself with fluent speakers constantly.
Especially online.
Honestly, social media makes fluency look effortless.
But real people rarely show awkward beginnings publicly.
Every fluent speaker once paused nervously, too.
Probably many times, honestly.
Another important thing is emotional exhaustion.
Social interaction already drains many introverts mentally.
Now add translation, anxiety, and self-monitoring on top of that.
Honestly, the brain becomes overloaded quickly.
That overload affects speech fluency naturally.
And sometimes people blame themselves unfairly for normal nervous system reactions.
They think, I'm stupid, I'm bad at English, I'll never become fluent.
But freezing during conversations does not mean you are unintelligent.
It usually means your brain feels emotionally unsafe.
And safety changes communication completely.
People speak more naturally when they feel accepted instead of judged.
That's why supportive environments improve fluency faster psychologically.
Another powerful thing people must understand is this: confidence does not come before speaking.
Confidence usually grows after repeated speaking experiences.
One conversation at a time.
One imperfect sentence at a time.
And honestly, awkward conversations help the brain adapt slowly.
Because repeated exposure teaches the nervous system something important.
This situation is survivable.
And eventually, conversations stop feeling dangerous internally.
Not instantly, but gradually. Another helpful thing is slowing your breathing during conversations.
Because anxious breathing increases nervous system panic.
Slow breathing calms the body naturally,
And calmer bodies create calmer thoughts.
which improves speaking flow surprisingly well.
Another important truth is this: fluency is not personality type.
Quiet people can become fluent too. Soft-spoken people can become confident too.
You do not need to become loud to communicate beautifully.
Actually, many calm people become deeply meaningful speakers later.
Because they speak thoughtfully, listen carefully, and observe deeply.
Those are powerful communication strengths too.
Another hidden truth is this: most people care more about emotional connection than perfect grammar.
Warmth matters, honesty matters, presence matters.
People remember how conversations feel emotionally, not every tiny language mistake.
So if your brain freezes during English conversations sometimes, please remember this carefully.
You are not broken.
Your nervous system is simply reacting to emotional pressure.
And slowly, through practice, patience, and self-compassion, that freezing response can change.
One brave conversation at a time.
One imperfect sentence at a time.
And honestly, awkward conversations help the brain adapt slowly.
Because repeated exposure teaches the nervous system something important.
This situation is survivable.
And eventually, conversations stop feeling dangerous internally.
Not instantly, but gradually.